Well, good morning. It's been a while. This morning I just wanted to walk around and kind of really more vlog what we've done with our property so far. There's been so much I feel that's different already. I really wanted to just give a walkthrough and capture it as it is. So as we continue to change things, we can look back and kind of document our progress. So really that's all this is. Probably not going to do any interior of the house, just kind of a walk around to the outside and where we're at right now. So let's take a walk. Well, I guess this is an appropriate place to start. Looking out toward the road, got our lawn over there, sprinklers going, really working on getting the grass nice. Kind of a new hobby I've gotten into since we've been in the house. Lawn care, I guess you could say. This area right down here beyond the chairs with the fire pit was literally a pit. It was dug out. I don't know if they used the dirt to backfill up there to put in that little elevated platform where we put our greenhouse. But I had 12 yards of dirt dumped here and moved it all by hand to fill in the pit where that fire pit sits now. So new grass is just starting to come up. I tried to level out a couple other spots, like this one right here. But we've kind of been moving in and out, and this dirt's still pretty soft, so that's not really level, but our little grass is finally starting to come in down there, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like all nice and pretty. So we'll just walk around up this hill here. There's so many cool, beautiful trees, and I'm so bad with tree identification. I really want to start getting into it, because whoever lived here last really planted some interesting ones. At least I don't think they're native. But yeah, this is kind of top of the hill, or not quite top of the hill, but looking out at everything else. Backyard down there, neighbor's driveway over there. Only one neighbor up the hill, which is really nice. But yeah, there's just some gorgeous trees here. Recently I started putting in these little trails in this wooded section at the top of the hill here. Obviously put the chipper to use yesterday and just chipped a bunch of old branches to kind of mark out these trails a little bit better, but they kind of just weave in and out up here. I've been working on clearing it somewhat because it was just all overgrown. All this ivy and blackberries, but there's some really pretty stuff here. Got these little flowers, some cool bushes. I think that's a huckleberry there. Ton of blackberries. I mean, gosh, this whole area would probably be overtaken by blackberries if we didn't do anything. One cool thing about back here are these stairs, which you could barely even tell when we moved in existed, because these trees, the branches were so low they hung out over it. So they're pretty hidden away. I like to call it the secret garden stairs, but they're pretty cool. They need cleaned up, but they have some neat detail, like the sun and the waves inset, and there's more up there, which I think is really cool. So back at the bottom of the stairs, we'll just keep walking. One of the reasons that I really liked this house was like this house, but wanted it, is this interesting kind of topography of everything. This whole upper lot is like built on this hillside, so it's terraced out in a way. Not that it was done like super well, but I just think it was pretty cool that it was already leveled out and made more usable. So trails up there. This area goes back down over there, but we've got this little path that wraps that we'll walk down as well. Horseshoe pit down there we'll look at here in a little. Got some cherry trees. I don't know if they're going to produce. Some nurse log, looks like some maples here, which I think are really pretty. The leaves will be real fun to clean up in the winter. This was all overgrown blackberries and a holly bush, and we just hate holly, so cut those out. If anybody's got any tips on how to kill blackberries so they won't come back, please let me know, because I live in the Northwest, and I've kind of just come to accept that you cannot kill blackberries. So if anybody knows a trick for localized killing of blackberry bushes, please let me know. In these terraces, I decided to cut in some real basic steps. There were a bunch of these pads left, and I hated just trudging up the hill or around, so put in those steps. Almost got sprayed there. Put in those over there from the fire pit. These walls were already here, which is fantastic. I love them. But I put in this one running around where the pit used to be. So once I filled it in, got some stones, put the wall in there. I think it'd make a nice seating area by the fire pit. I love this time of day. It's just gorgeous. Got some compost over there going. So they're little kind of outcropping here into the raised bed that Kaylee built. Pretty nice. I think it's like a 20 or 24 by like 10 foot. Got some good stuff in there. Strawberry down here in the ground. Rhubarb that'll live here. I like rhubarb. I don't know about you guys, but I'll eat it raw. Call me crazy. Out by the road, got this nice pull-through driveway with a beautiful patch of rhododendron. Love us some roadies around here. And back to the shop. Cell tower, which kindly pays us a few $100 a month. So we'll just head back down. Nice neighborhood across the street. Really the only downside of being here is the busy street. I knew it was busy when we moved here because we've lived here for years now in the area, but my goodness, you don't realize until you're in a place things like that. So yeah, anyway, nice big old apple tree here. Love this thing. Got a lot of character. Rose garden up here from the old owner. She freaking loved roses. I don't know, there's roses everywhere, but man, she did a good job. They're beautiful. More over there. Really interesting flowers in this bed. Needs cleaned up, but it's all right. Love our deck. It's great, but it needs a good pressure wash, as you can see. Still working on getting to that point, but my gosh, okay. One of the best parts for sure is the backyard here. I just feel so fortunate to have this big level backyard, my gosh, and Murphy just loves it. It's so nice. It's pretty much nothing but weeds, which is pretty annoying now that I've gotten into enjoying yard maintenance and such. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a fantastic lawn, and I'm happy for the family and happy for Murphy that we've got something like this. So anyway, over here. Fruit tree, probably an apple tree. We'll wait and see what it is. There's one more up on the hill behind the greenhouse that we walked by earlier. I think it's a pear tree, actually, judging by the shape of the fruit that's starting to bud. But we've got a couple of garden beds here. I think that's cucumber back there going, and I just planted these tomatoes yesterday, so hopefully everything does okay. I'm trying to work on this automatic irrigation setup because we tend to get lazy in the summertime when it's hot, and we don't do very good about watering twice a day. So got an auto water hooked up there. Another fruit tree here, probably an apple. Big old cherry tree up there that I don't think we're gonna get anything off of. Pie cherries or something. Is that what you call them? The little teeny tiny cherries that you can't even eat? I don't know, maybe it didn't get pollinated well or something. I'm still pretty new to this, so we're figuring it out. Another bed back here that's just kind of gone back to nature. We really like this little fir tree. It's like a little Christmas tree. It's kind of funny. Another tree here, don't quite know what it is. It blossomed at some point in the spring, but I don't see any fruit, so I don't think it's a fruit tree. I don't know. If you know, drop a comment. Well, here's the neglected horseshoe pit that you could hardly even see when we got here. The grass was just so overgrown. There were like these weird little succulent-y looking things growing all in the sand for the horseshoe pit, so I started digging those out. But way back there, the hill has started to fall in on the pit, so it needs to be dug out and probably a wall put in, and I just haven't gotten there yet. I don't like horseshoes enough to have put in that much effort so soon here, but you know, they're here. It's playable if we wanted to. Just kind of haven't gotten there yet, but we've got this beautiful Japanese maple back here. I don't know exactly what variety, but I know it's a Japanese maple, low bushy one. Nice rock wall back here too. Some interesting bushes and such. They're pretty much all prickly pokey, so they kind of suck, but I don't know, they're cool looking. So from the horseshoe pits, there was this little path heading out that I dug these steps into I don't know, not all that long ago. They need cleaned up, and I wouldn't mind putting in a nice little wood railing that wraps around down there. But path to the backyard from the drive back here, so it's really nice for when we like to go on walks in the neighborhood. We just pop out here. We don't have to walk out onto the busy side of the street. We can just go straight to the backyard, and then if we want, we can just walk back up around to the hillside with the trails, the shop, everything's up there. Love it. What a good boy. Where you going? Let's go. Gus freaking absolutely loves it here. Okay, don't get me wrong, he is a lazy dog, but he actually runs around here a little bit. Just get off me. Gosh. Disc golf? Anyone? Love having the basket here to putt around. Got this huge shed here. We still don't really know what to do with. And then this crummy little side yard that is just like all moss and weeds that I'm trying to revive. Just leading out to the road here, which is nice. We have some more off-street parking and whatnot. Side entrance to the basement. I think this could make a nice side yard if I can get some grass to grow here. We'll see. We will see. But that's where we're at. So I know this wasn't a particularly exciting video, but like I said, you know, this is really just for me and our family to document like where we start, where we end up. Because if there's one thing that we've really come to acknowledge already in owning this house, it is that we have not taken enough photos or video. There's already been so much change, like out here and inside of, as well, of course, but so much that we've missed. And really all we have to go back to are the listing photos from this place, which were not great. So I'm probably gonna do some more of these. I don't know if I'll do any like project videos, but the world's my oyster. Who knows? Do this stuff for fun. So at my leisure. I'll see y'all again. Thank you. Peace. Come on. Yeah, you've got a picture. Come on.